good morning everyone. I've literally just set off walking and I'm already de-kitting and that's because it is really warm today. But after being so cold yesterday, I just didn't want to get cold, so I wore my proper mountaineering gear to head up into the hills. So while I'm de-kitting, I thought I'd tell you what I'm doing today. So I'm going to do the Fairfield Horsehoe today. I've never done it before, which is why I thought it would be a good route for today. It's looking beautiful at the moment, but I am expecting the weather to be a little bit temperamental when I get higher up. But we'll see, maybe it'll be like this all day. And I'm doing it clockwise, so I've headed off from Rydal. And that's just because I find it easier to park in Rydal. It's a little bit tricky to park in Ambleside, and there's a cafe in Ambleside as well, so if I finish in Ambleside I can pop to the cafe and then walk back to my car. And yeah, so it's about a 10-11 mile route, and it's a horseshoe up to Fairfield Peak and then back around, and I'll obviously take you along the whole way with me. So I've just taken off my insulation, and as you can see I'm wearing this today, which is a Patagonia Capilene Air. Super warm and it acts as like a buff, and I thought if it was windy it would be great because it's a hood. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna get going now. So I thought I'd just stop by this cairnstone and have a little break, have a little cereal bar, have a drink before getting too much into the wind, because I can see the wind kind of coming down the hill, so I know I'm going to be in the brunt of it soon. I've just checked the map as well, so I can see a cairnstone up there. I think it might be Great Rig. I'll show you the map in a second. The snow is pretty deep actually. I'm really glad I've got my poles. It's good practice of using them as well. And it's an absolutely beautiful day. I'm so lucky. I mean, it is likely that some cloud might come in this afternoon, but for now it's bluebird skies and I haven't seen another soul. I was following some other footprints for a while, but because it's so windy, the snow's just blowing onto them, so I'm pretty much feel very much like I'm alone in the hills, which is nice. It can be a bit scary sometimes, but I'm pretty confident with this route, and because it's such good conditions, it's all right. There goes the map. So I came from Rydal. Whoa, sorry, it's a little bit windy and the snow is blowing, and I've come up here. I passed Nabscar, and I think I am now heading, gosh, the snow is proper blowing. I'm not 100% sure where I am, but it should become clear as I get a bit higher. But I may be approaching Great Rig, or it's possible that I am actually just at Heron Pike, but I'll see. I haven't seen these paths coming up yet, so I will have a look when I get up to the cairn. It does say that there is a cairn here, so I'm imagining that I am approaching Great Rig just above me, but we will see and I will show you when I'm there. Oh my god, my socks are absolutely drenched. I just fell down this bog over there. Obviously I can't see where the path is. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so glad I think I've got spare socks. Like I always bring spare socks, so I'm gonna change them now. It's literally totally drenched, and I don't know how to get back onto the path. trail here, so I feel a little less alone. Oh my god, it's amazing. But I'm almost back now. I'm just at a point where you cross over the wall and then I've just got a little bit left to go, maybe like 2-3 miles to Ambleside, and then back to Rydal. I think it's about a mile. God, it's been really hard going on this section. It is just relentless, the wind, and the snow is really deep, so it's been tough. I'm looking forward to getting out of the wind, but yeah, pretty crazy to be here now and see the full route that I walked. So I started over here and I went all the way along this ridge, around that corner, which you can't see right at the very end, and over here, and over there is Ambleside, just on the lake down there. So I'm almost back and I'm finally out the wind. Hello, so I am almost back in Ambleside. It is just over the hill over there. I'm just perching on a rock, admiring the view, taking a bit of the sun before I always get scared that someone's gonna see me filming myself and think I'm really weird, but I guess I am quite weird, so anyway, but yeah, admiring the view and enjoying the sun before I head back into town. My left foot, which fell in the bog, is actually squelching now. I think it froze when I was higher up because it just went numb and was really hard, and now it's melted and it is actually squelching, which is disgusting. So I'm gonna go straight back to the van and get changed and then maybe pop into Ambleside for a coffee before hitting the road. But yeah, today's been epic. I've been in the hills for like 6 hours. Yeah, it's 2:15, so definitely logging this as a quality mountain day. It has been a great adventure, and I just actually bumped into a viewer back then called Kev, so that was really lovely. It's really nice meeting you guys out in the hills. It keeps on happening more often, so yeah, that's always lovely. And yeah, I'm gonna head back to Ambleside now. Last little bit. I'm pretty tired, I can't deny. Legs are hurting, foot is squelching, but happy. So I carried these for the whole hike and I'm only just getting them out now. I'm so hungry. Yum. Hello. Please don't eat me. I'm actually pretty terrified of cows. That was genuinely the scariest part of this hike. Passing all of those cows up there. Oh my god, these are so soaked. in the van after walking the Fairfield Horseshoe. I have no idea what time it is because my phone is dead, but I think it's about 3, maybe about 3:30 now. I've just gotten changed as well, so I'm nice and dry and warm again, and taken off my very, very wet socks. That was really horrible. So I just wanted to chat quickly about a few things that I'm really glad that I did or took with me, and a few things that I would do differently next time. So things that I'm really glad I did: number one is plan a route that I knew already. So I have done both sides of the Horseshoe before, but not the full thing, but it meant that I knew more or less where I was going, and I didn't have to navigate hardly at all. Actually, I barely even got the map out. It's a pretty straightforward route, and I think because the wind was so strong, every time I stopped I was just getting cold, so I'm glad that I didn't have to navigate as well. The second thing is, I'm really, really glad that I took my walking poles. They were an absolute lifesaver. I actually didn't use my walking axe at all, but I used the poles basically the whole way around the route. The third thing is spare socks. Oh my god, when I made that video last week, I thought everyone was going to think I'm really weird for bringing spare socks, but I'm really glad that I had them today when I fell down that bog. Even though I was still totally drenched, my foot was totally drenched, it made me a little bit less cold. And yeah, I think those are the 3 main things that I was really grateful for when I was walking. I also definitely was warm enough, but in fact I was a little bit too warm, so that's something that I would maybe do differently next time. I'm not really sure what layer I could have changed up, but I was wearing a thermal, my nano air mid layer, my micro puff, and then my jacket, and I was just like a little bit too hot and I was sweating quite a lot. Because it was so cold and windy, I didn't want to delayer, and I didn't even know what I would delayer, because maybe my mid layer, but I feel like, I don't know, I didn't want to get cold, so I just stuck it out, and I was fine, but I was a little bit too hot. The next thing is I hardly drank any water at all, which was really bad of me. I also hardly ate anything. I ate like half a sandwich and a cereal bar for 7 hours, which is terrible. But I think, again, it was that thing of I didn't want to stop, and then when I did stop, I was trying to eat, and I was just getting battered by the wind, so I just kind of kept powering on. And then there was I ate half of my sandwich while I was walking, which was really hard work. The other thing is I forgot sunglasses and sun cream. I really should have been wearing sun cream, and there were points where I wish I had sunglasses on, partly because of the wind, but also because of the sun glare on the snow. But yeah, those are the things that I would do differently, and things that I kind of learned from this walk. It was a real adventure for me. It was pushing my limits a little bit. It's the first kind of winter walk I've done by myself. But yeah, it was amazing, and I feel like I learned a lot and had a great time. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a coffee now in Ambleside, and then I'm gonna drive back home.